butterflies. Welcome back to Evolving Butterfly with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated, my loves, and a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your support, my darlings, as well as the members over on Patreon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So we are here with an ancestral channel message. And this is one of the messages that I actually had got during the energy at the time of the ancestors when the portal was thin. And so this came during that meditation, and OMG, okay. Before we get started, just a reminder, if you're interested in the Butterfly School of Transformation, definitely make sure you check out manifestoutloud.com after you finish watching this video. If you're interested in learning how to read tarot, how I read tarot, understanding spiritual gifts, I share the tarot cards from an ancestral perspective as well. You can, oh my gosh, we got the chakra series, the divine feminine series. Y'all done heard the past videos. Y'all know what's up in there, okay? If you're new, y'all know what's up in there. Go ahead and check it out. Manifest Out Loud, okay? But anyway, so I want to get to this message, but I wanted to share it because it was people saying that I didn't advertise it for real last semester, and I didn't. I kind of just rolled with the crew that we have from second semester, and so I was just like, okay, I'm going to share it because this is the last semester that I'm doing live classes in. There will be classes after, but this is the last semester for like live classes, and this is the time we want to ask questions and stuff because we're talking about publishing books, and we're talking about starting businesses and spiritual business and all of that. And so this is your time to get questions answered if you have questions. So, but let's get into this message. This ancestral energy I was feeling heavy was this is your last time here on earth if you want it to be. But you got to do something first. And I didn't pull cards on what that something is. I said, we're going to do that together. I could have pulled cards. I wanted to pull cards. But I said, no, we're going to do it together. Okay? But the energy is, this will be your last lifetime here on earth. If that's what you want. But you got to do this one thing. A lot of y'all know what that one thing is. There's a sacrifice you have to make. There's something you're supposed to sacrifice. You have the 8 of Swords and then the 9 of Scepters in the reverse. It's something you got to let go of and you don't want to. It's been wrecking your brain. It's been all up in your head. You've been wondering, you've been questioning, like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do? It's like you get nightmares sometimes thinking about it, okay? Something that you haven't been wanting to let go of. Because I'm getting this vibe of like you having like these superhero powers, but like this thing stopping it. Yeah, you got the 10 of Swords and then the 4 of Scepters in the reverse. Something is stopping your progression, okay? It's something that is going on around you, something that you do is stopping you from taking the leaps and bounds and doing what you've been called to do. You're supposed to defeat something. It's something about you defeating a giant, it's a generational curse, or defeating something that's been like winning for centuries or for generations. You're the one who's meant to beat it. A lot of you all, it's something that's been passed down to your family. I'm getting really heavily. Like something that's been passed down to your family and you're the one who's meant to stop it. Okay, so say if your whole family had drinking problems. Every lineage has been drinking problems, issues. You find yourself, you know what I'm saying, teeter-totter with it, but you just like, hold on, no. That could be your thing, right? It doesn't have to be that. It could be anything. But it gives the vibe of you're meant to give up something or stop doing something in order to get the burden off of your back, or I'm hearing to get the burden off your lineage. And it's also something that you can guarantee that it won't be passed down. So it's like I'm hearing it stops with me. It stops with me. Something stops with you. Or you'll be back. Something stops with you. And I'm hearing you know what it is. Okay? What is needed to get through this? I don't want to take that. It was the Nine of Swords, which was like getting out of your head, because, you know, you had the Eight of Swords that came out, which is, you know, wrapping your mind about something, being stuck somewhere. What's the advice? I keep hearing, I'm more than a woman. You have more power than what you realize. You have more strength than what you realize. You have more gusto than what you realize. You don't give yourself enough credit. You think you basic when you really not basic. Like, I'm hearing this ancestral energy say, ain't nobody basic in my lineage. Period. Ain't nobody basic in my lineage. You have the Death card coming out. The advice is death. Something got to happen cold turkey, I'm hearing. Like, it ain't no plan, it ain't no nothing. It's like every day is a new day. You know what I'm saying? To deal with it and work through it. But with this death energy, your advice is something got to go. And I'm hearing you know what it is. Like, Spirit keeps saying they know what it is. The Spirit keeps saying they know what it is. Okay, so I'm not going to question Spirit. Spirit said you know what it is. Wait, I had something over here, but I don't know where. Oh, well. Your ancestors are saying you know what it is. Some of y'all, it's addiction to something. Okay. Some of y'all, it's a behavior. Some of y'all, it's a mindset. I'm hearing you have the power to overpower something. You have the power to defeat something, to defeat the big monster. Like, this is something that has been a big monster for centuries. I'm hearing it's the thing that gets in the way. Two of air coming out. Something that may affect your decisiveness. You may be a little indecisive when it comes to it. Ancestors, we're gonna go to another deck. A lot of Empress energy in here too. This Eight of Coins, becoming skilled at something. You're meant to let go of something else and become skilled at something, become determined, become focused. Like a severe planner, an organizer. It's giving a sense of like a farmhouse owner, you know, sitting out in the farm, like making out his books on the expenses and everything of the ranch, you know what I'm saying? But like everything being so meticulous and in order is giving a lot of Virgo energy. Spirit is saying it's something that's been speaking to you for a while. You have the Three of Baskets coming out, but it's in the reverse. So some of your advice is to remove yourself from settings and situations that continue it or encourage it. Slow down from being in those spaces or around those people. You're not available for lunch. You're not available for tea, okay? But you'll be able to go back when you're strong enough. It's not something that you're feeling like, I'm feeling like, oh, you got to stay away from them. Because it's not like these are bad people. It's just that these people do what you're trying to stop. But you need to be strong enough to be able to withstand it. You know what I'm saying? While around it. It makes me think of when I stopped drinking. Like, I had developed a real bad drinking habit in college. And after, I realized I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't like how I feel. I don't like the effects. And I was like, I won't be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a history in my family. I was like, I won't be like this. Today is my last day. And I stopped. But then when I stopped hanging around certain people. I stopped, you know, doing a lot. And a lot of people thought I was acting funny. And now this making me think about the Aries reading I just did. You know, people may think you acting funny, but you healing. You just got to take some time away to heal. But now I can be around people who drink and stuff, and I ain't even got a taste for it. I ain't even got a desire for it. You get what I'm saying? But I had to have some time away to get strong in myself. And this is giving a vibe of, if you have something that you want to stop or you want to get better with, when you're around that thing that you want to stop or is becoming, you know, a little too much for you, it's hard to do it when you're continuously around it. You have to remove yourself a little, at least a little, you know. What's up with this death? The Four of Sticks. Something, and now you know what this just made me think of? It made me think of like tearing down an old house, ending something old to build a new house on the same land with this death card. So like ending something dying off. Like I'm getting this vibe of like a phoenix dying and then rising out of the ashes as another phoenix bird, like with this Four of Sticks coming out with this death. So it's like something dying, something ending, you letting it go, but like you building something else on top of it that's worth more, that'll be more stable, that's healthier, that's, you know, safer. Now I'm hearing that song by the Whispers. If you just say I'll do anything. Okay, what's going on with this? I'm hearing the jazz and the slow music. It give me the vibe of like a couple dancing in front of a fireplace. So if you're single, it's something about when you get this vibration out of your energy, you're gonna attract a mate who was fighting and who broke through that same thing. You're gonna attract someone who is that healthy match for you, and y'all gonna be breaking generational curses. This is for someone who's single and want to be with a mate. And if you wondering why that divine mate hasn't come in, is because if you want this to be your last lifetime, you got to do it right. Ain't no more half in it. Because it's some half in 12-12 on recording time that's been done in the past, okay? Let me read you the 12-12. I'm going to be honest about it. I actually ain't got to read it. It says no one can take what it has your name written on it, okay, unless you give it. And in the past lifetime, you gave up. And Spirit is saying, this ancestor energy is just saying, you got the opportunity to make this your last. If you want it. If you don't want it to be your last, that's fine too. I mean, you know, but this is giving the vibe of your spirit is only going to be settled if this energy is complete. Because I'm getting this energy of an unsettled spirit. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't complete what it came here to do. I'm just getting a vibe of your spirit wasn't ready for the earthly things that was put in front of its face. It thought it came down here knowing what to expect and got hit with a whammy. And that's why it's easy now to fall into some traps. You know what I'm saying? But this energy is saying you can do it, though. I'm hearing you can do it. Because you got our energy with you. You can do it. You have more, I'm hearing more resources at your hand. You have individuality at the bottom of the deck. You have more resources at your hand than others did. And I shuffled and individuality came out again. You can do this. Card number 11. If anyone can make it happen, you can make it happen. You have the card number 5 with change. Something has to be changed. Because now I'm hearing Stockholm Syndrome. Make sure you're not in a situation that's like giving Stockholm, okay? But something needs to be changed or moved or reorganized, refitted. But it's time, baby. It's time. Your spirit, you're only in your head with your spirit because there needs to be a merging energy between your spirit and your physical. It's like when you be in your head, it's because you're like, well, why didn't it go like this? It was supposed to be like this. It was supposed to, because your spirit feel like it knew what it should have been, right? But it didn't. And so it's giving this energy of needing to adjust. 1515, something needing to adjust. And as you learn how to adjust easier, all of this comes easier. I got sleepy. All this gets easier. I'm hearing stop fighting something. You know how when a baby be fighting, they sleep. They be fighting, baby. They be fighting, they sleep and be. They be fighting, okay, until eventually they be like, okay. Either you gonna make yourself tired or get tired from working and running the race or running the marathon. I'm about to go to bed. This whole time change thing then messed me up, honey, okay? I'm really about to be up early. This is my season where I'm up at 4 in the morning. But I thank you all for being here. As always, my loves, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out the links and things down below from my website. If you're interested in the membership programs, check those out. If not, just hit the subscribe and hit the thumbs up on the video, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? I love y'all. Bye. And if you're Aries, make sure you check out my Aries channel, my loves. Aries vibes only. Oh, and as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. And as always, may you continue to harvest the good energy that you have sown, my darlings. I love you. I'll see you later. I almost forgot the ending. That's crazy.
Since I was a little girl, I'd sit in the kitchen with my grandma as she mixed together different herbs and spices from her garden to help either me or someone else with some kind of ailment. I was always in such amazement to see how quick it worked. Fast forward to now, I stopped taking medication over 5 years ago and committed to a clean, healthier lifestyle that I'm ready to introduce others to. Are you ready to check your energy and heal from the inside out? Energy Tea is an organic herbal tea company that is dedicated to balancing and healing the divine feminine and masculine spiritual, physical, and intimate health through all natural tea products. With our teas, you can guarantee a boost in health and confidence. We have teas that help increase intuition, mood stabilizers, masculine sexual health and energy, your fertility, daily immune system boosters, female menstruation, pH balancing, pain relief, detox, and bedtime tea, to name a few of the benefits. We also create custom blends for customers as well. So, are you ready to check your energy? If so, visit www.energytea.com.